Hi, this is Danielle. Yeah, I just want to make a video and talk to you people out there who might be listening. I hope that in watching this video, at least one person will not cut themselves, will have the inspiration they need to finish high school, and will have the help and support and love that they need that they may not be getting. Um, what I want to say is quite a bit. Um, don't know where to begin. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're a good person, a bad person, a Christian, a non-Christian. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know who you are, but I love you. Now, not in a creepy way or in a way incensing of a family bonded love or friendship love, but a love that I don't want to see you out in the streets. I don't want to see you pregnant and dropping out of high school. I don't want to see drugs take over your life. I'm not talking to one person, but I'm talking to youth more as a whole. Um, I love you in the sense that I don't want anything bad to happen to you, and I want you to make something of your life, and I want you to be the best at whatever you want to be. If you want to be a singer, work hard, follow your dream. You might get there, you might not, but you gotta work hard. And you gotta practice and everything else. If you want to be a plumber, be the best goddamn plumber you know and let that ass crack show like no one else's business. Whatever you want to be the best at it. Do something good with your life. Because there's peaks and there's pits in life, and you need to be at your peak, and don't ever let yourself fall in that pit. Like, do something amazing. Like, find a cure for cancer. Or, whoa, hold on a second. Okay. Like, find a cure for cancer, or save someone's life. Something. It doesn't have to be that extraordinary or that extreme, but as long as you do something good with your life, and keep doing good, don't get pregnant before you finish high school, and if you do, be a best mom that you can be, and still finish high school, and graduate, go to college, or get a successful career. Do something meaningful with your life, because your life has meaning, and you may think it doesn't. You may be lost, you may be alone, but I want to tell you that I'm here. I don't know you, but I'm here. And I obviously care, because if I didn't, I wouldn't take the time to make this video. Because people that know me know I don't like wasting time, and I'm a very impatient person sometimes. Sometimes a little too impatient. But if I'm doing something, I'm doing something because I know it's important. And I'm hoping someone's listening that can really use the advice, wisdom, and knowledge I'm about to share with you. I hope you understand that you are beautiful the way you are, and beauty is more than skin deep. And if you're in middle school or high school or whatever, and there's that mean popular chick picking on you that just has the perfect hair and the perfect body and most amazing skin and everything else, and she's so beautiful and gorgeous, and she's picking on you and calling you this, that, and the other, just remember that when it comes down to it, someone needs to be with you because of personality. Looks are important, I will say that, but it's not the only important thing. Looks are not only superficial, but they only last for a short time. And when it comes down to it, if that person that's picking on you, that woman or whoever, she's picking on you and she doesn't have a good personality, she's going to be alone in life, and it's going to be really sad. Because she may have her looks, but she won't have the perfect life. You will. And it may not seem like it now. And things may be hard. And as I said, there are peaks and there are pits in life, and don't let yourself fall into the pit. I don't want to see you doing drugs or alcohol and going to parties all the time and not focusing on your school, because honestly, you'll start caring about your school and, important things that impact your future later on when it's too late. And I don't want that for you. I want better for you. I don't know who you are. You may be someone I don't even like and you're watching this. I still don't wish bad on you. I love you in a sense. I don't wish bad on you. I really don't. I felt really compelled that I needed to make this video now. I've been putting it off for too long, and I was on my Facebook tonight and I just got this feeling in my chest and it started hurting. And it was like, I need to do this now. So that's what I'm doing, instead of talking to my boyfriend right now. So, it's up to us to make something out of our life. And yeah, everyone has bad things that happen to them, some worse than others. And I am only 20 years old, and I don't know everything, and there's a lot I do need to learn, but there's a lot more I've already come to know already, just because of life experience and things I've gone through. Things that make me wiser, mistakes and choices and regrets I've made. There's times I wish I didn't make some of the choices I made, but I did, and there's something I can do about it. And you can't dwell in the past. And another thing is, hating yourself or hating other people, it's your own prison, and you need to set yourself free from that. And until you learn to let go of the regret and the hate and the jealousy and envy or whatever you have on other people, until then, you'll never really be happy. Because that'll be one of the things keeping you from the happiness. Hating yourself or hating other people and judging other people too. Oh my goodness, so many people. So many. And I'm not saying I never did, but I don't anymore, and I try not to. I try not to judge, though it is in human nature to judge other people. I try not to, the best I can, because I don't want to be a hypocrite and say don't do this and don't do this, but I go and do this when the cameras are off and no one's looking. No. People will tell other people their flaws or what they think their flaws are, and try to put people down. When you point at somebody, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you. And you may be calling someone fat, dumb, or nasty, and that's really mean to say. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes things are true. But even just because it's true doesn't mean we should say them, and we shouldn't be mean to people. And another thing is, if someone's saying something about you and you don't like it, but it's true, then go and change it. You can always change it. You can always change it for the better. And that's what people need to do. People need to take the time that they take to judge other people and start judging themselves. If they did, we would have a different world today. People would be self-improving. There's never enough room for self-improvement. Always do better. Make your bar, make your peak, reach it, do whatever it is, and keep going higher and higher. Don't let yourself fall into the pit. Don't let yourself do bad. And as a person, we will sin. We will do this, that, and the other. It's a guaranteed fact. We can never not make another sin ever again, because that would be impossible. But be the best that you can be, plus some. I already had a video made. I had to remake it because I'm remaking it right now because the sound ended up not working on it. So it's like, damn it, I gotta remember everything I said and all that and try to remake it. Like me, for example, I've been through some hard things. Everyone has, again. Though I've been through good and bad this year, I'm trying to dwell on the good and not the bad. Okay, modeling, that was a good thing. But I kind of decided I want to do something more meaningful. And I'm hoping to get into the military and be a Green Beret. So, you know, I didn't pick it yet, but my fingers are crossed I do. I hope I do, because I have a feeling that if I get in and I make it to the boot camp, I know I will make it. It's a matter of getting in. I mean, I still gotta take ASVAB, I still got some more weight to lose, which I've been trying and working so hard on. And it's not like I'm really, really big, but I'm too big for the requirements right now. So I'm working on it the best I can. And I'm on it, and I'm on it, and I'm on it. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm a saint or a preacher, because I'm not. I'm neither. Honestly, I may be one of the most terrible people I know because of some of the stuff I've done, some of the stunts I've pulled, and the things I've been through, which I've brought a lot on myself in the past 20 years. But not everything. But I will take responsibility for the things that I have brought on myself. Because everyone doesn't need to know all my situations, I'm not going to say what's happened or whatever when it comes to homelessness, but I was homeless twice this year. Both times were because of me. The first time, I happened to be on crutches, and I hurt my left knee on a bike incident, accident, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, long story short, long story short, not short. Anyway, hurt myself and was on crutches. I was dropped off, and I made the best of it. Even though it was dark, I was on crutches, and I was carrying my bag, which had my New Testament Bible and had some clothing in it. Didn't have no protection on me as far as weaponry goes or anything like that at the time. And it was dark, and again, I was on crutches, and I'm a younger lady, so you would think I'd be worried. No, I wasn't worried. I wasn't even afraid. I was mad. I was so pissed off at the person. But I came to realize it wasn't the other person I was pissed off at. It was more me. It was more me for fucking up. Even if it may have been a small mistake. You know, it was more me that I was mad at. And I didn't realize that. And then when I did, you know what I did? I got even more pissed when I realized that. I was like, damn it. It's all my fucking fault. And I had so many thoughts running through my head. I don't know why it is, but whenever I'm down and out, and when it seems like I'm as low as I can possibly be in life, that's when I have the most hope and the most faith. And I just believe things are going to be okay. Like I said, on crutches, it was middle of the night, I found my way to a lean-to. I stayed there. I didn't go to sleep. I was scared to sleep because there was, other people in the lean-tos, and the other two other people were men, so I didn't go to sleep. I just laid there really still. Like in a sitting up position, but with my legs just laying down, sitting up position. Luckily nothing happened, and the Lord was with me, and still is. And with the way I am talking about Lord and Christ and Jesus and all that, you would think I pray every night, and I go to church every Sunday, and I'm just a peach and a lovely little angel when I'm not. Don't really go to church much. And I barely ever pray. I may pray 3 times a month, if that. Which is sad. It is, because with how much miracles and stuff that's happened around me, with me being homeless, which I'm getting to. Long story short, some guy gave me $10. $10. I had nothing. I had nothing to offer or to give back. He didn't ask for anything in return. He just knew that I was homeless and obviously on crutches. And he gave me that money. and I used it to get food. And on my way to get food, there was a lady on the sidewalk walking past me, and she didn't want her pizza, and she gave it to me. An extra piece of pizza, and she gave it to me. And I was just so blessed feeling, and I felt so thankful that so much good can come out of a bad situation. And all the miracles and the kindness and the nice doings that people were doing around me, for me, and not only for me, but for other people. It's so nice to know that there's other people out there that are actually good people. I don't know why I pray more or whatever whenever I'm down and out. That night whenever I was walking the streets and stuff, trying to look for food, shelter, instinct kicks in. You look for food, shelter, and all that other stuff. Anyway, as I was walking out on the streets and stuff, I was praying, Jesus, why do this to me? I haven't been through enough. Every single time. I'm just, I'm praying and I'm wondering why, and I'm like, I know everything's going to be okay. This really sucks, and I'm really pissed off, but I know everything's going to be okay, and it ends up being okay. I can't even begin to say how many miracles happen. And, what you do comes back to you. If you do something good, then good will come back to you. But if you do something good expecting something good or better out of it, then good will more than likely not come back to you, or not come back to you as much. If you do something nice but you expect something. It's when you do something for someone and you don't expect anything back or anything in return that good things happen to you because you deserve them. And so, yeah, long story short, I was homeless again. This time about 8.5 days. And during this time, long story short again, someone ended up stealing my shoes. which may sound really crazy or stupid or whatever, but yeah, that happened. Someone stole my shoes. So I was walking around barefoot, running around everywhere. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I was wearing a pink freaking tank top and these green striped pajama pants, running around with half a black bag filled with stuff, which was pretty much all I had, carrying it on my back, running around barefoot, across highways and everything else, and all this other stuff. Crazy. Good does happen. Sometimes it's through the bad that we notice the good. Sometimes we have to go through really bad things to notice how much of a blessing the little good things are. But yeah, like I said, I feel so inspired to make this video. Again, I'm not as jittery as I was the first time because I was really jittery and nervous and I just couldn't think. My throat was dry and everything. It's like someone was calling out to me to make this video and make it tonight. It's like someone's supposed to see this. I don't know who it is, but if one person sees this video, and if one person turns their life around or makes their life better than what it is, then I will be happy in knowing that. I will be happy in knowing that. I want people to see the good along with the bad. You gotta take the good with the bad. But you can't dwell on the bad. And you can't be judging people all the time. You gotta take that time, instead of judging other people, to judge yourself. Because we're not God. We're not an almighty power. We're not better than anyone else. I'm not better than you, and you're not better than me. So what gives anyone the right to judge? And if we're going to judge somebody, it should be yourselves. People are so engulfed with being in other people's businesses and judging other people and blah 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 blah, this and this and that, and telling them what they should and shouldn't do and everyone else's flaws, when really they should be paying attention to their own. Everyone has enough of their own. Like, if you call someone fat, nasty, whatever, I'm not saying that you're fat or nasty, I'm just saying take a look at yourself. Take a look at whatever it is that you need to change. Make yourself a better person. Make yourself more willing to succeed. Be the best you can possibly be. And hold on a second, I gotta check something. Oh crap. Okay, whatever. Here. But yeah, I think this world, one of the things that would make this world better is if people took the time to look at themselves, and judge who they are, not who other people are. Not judge what the people are wearing, or what they look like, or what their hairstyle is, or they're this color or that color. That's a whole nother subject. It's a whole nother video for a whole nother time, because I will just ramble on about that, because honestly, I hate when, I can't say hate, but I really don't like when people are racist or prejudiced, because you know what? I've always believed that I'm not white, you're not whatever you think you are. That person's not black, that person's not Hispanic, blah, 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 this and this and that. I'm tan. Someone else may be a darker tan. We're just tan. There's no black and white, and we're all the same. We all have eyes that can see. We all have ears that can hear every sharpening word as it pours out of someone else's mouth. We all have a mouth to speak with, and we can use it for good or we can use it for bad. We all have feelings and emotions. We have a mind. We have a soul. And people shouldn't judge people. And I'm not even getting into that right now. That's not even my topic here. Oh, by the way, I do have... Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. I do have the most rarest personality of all 16 personalities. Did you know that INFJ is the rarest of all the personalities? I happen to have it. Yeah, why not? I had to be the oddball, you know. Obviously by how I'm dressed. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, Martin Luther King also had this personality too. Yeah, I did some research on my personality. Yeah. So, something else that I wanted to say. Like I was saying about me having wisdom and stuff before, even as a child, and I faced difficult situations as a child that some adults wouldn't even be able to handle. Like certain situations I faced as a child, but them facing it as adults, there were times I would have like wisdom and stuff of what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, and all this other stuff. And it's crazy that I would sometimes have wisdom and knowledge of things that I didn't even know that I knew. Like, if any of y'all, if you're a girl and you're watching this, and if you watch Lifetime, you've probably heard of Drop Dead Diva. Like, between like the first and third season, where it first starts out and stuff, there's this girl, Deb, and she dies, and she goes into another girl's body, and her name's Jane. She looks completely different, and Jane's a lawyer, whereas Deb was a model. Jane's a lawyer, and she's really smart and has all this information about this, that, and the other, and all this other crap. And when Deb was first inside of Jane's body and was getting used to the fact of being inside of there and all the adjustments and everything like that, she would sometimes get these random bursts of like knowledge and stuff of things she didn't know she knew. Like she'll be like, yada 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 yada. Oh my god, I didn't know that. And she'll like smile and everything else and be like, oh my gosh, I mean, that's so cool. I didn't even know I knew that. But I have Jane's knowledge. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. But I know I changed the subject a lot. I'm just really, I don't know, weird. So just keep up with me if you can. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Kindness. People need to be more kind toward each other. Like a genuine kindness. Like I was saying, what you do, it comes back to you. Like, it could be something small. It can be just smiling at somebody and saying, hi, how's your day? Genuinely asking how their day is. And caring. You're asking it. It can be helping an old, it might sound really cliche, but it could be helping an elderly person cross the road. Nowadays, though, if you do try to help an elderly person cross the road, a little tip is probably don't do it, because if you ask them, they probably think that you're going to mug them or something, which is sad, but, you know, that's how the world is today. They probably think you're going to mug them or something. They're probably going to beat you with their cane, or chase you down with their walker or something. Yeah. Like, I know that from experience, not because I try to mug anybody. I never tried to mug anybody. But because I used to work at a nursing home, and there was this old lady one time. It was so funny. She's like 90. She was, okay, I can't say how old because people know who she is. There was this really old lady, and she had a cane, and I wasn't being mean to her or anything, but she was kind of out of her mind a little bit, so to speak. And she started like beating me with it. It was, it kind of hurt. That's the whole sad thing. It actually hurt. And she's like ancient. But I loved that job. God, I miss that job. It was my first real job, and I will always miss it. Always. God, I was a nurse's aide over at Easy Living. I wish I never quit. I loved that job and those people. I loved helping them people. Before I start crying, anyway, like I was saying, you don't want an old person beating you with their cane. So, probably don't ask them if they want help crossing the road or anything like that. Not a good idea. Rather, see if they need help carrying their groceries to the car, or put the buggy back for them or something. I remember this one time a few years ago. It was like 2011, and we were at Walmart in the parking lot. My mom, she ran inside to get something real quick. It was me and my little sister that was in the car. I told my little sister to stay in the car. Now, she's not little, like, infant or anything like that. She was like 9, 10-ish at the time. Wait, no, she's like 10, 11-ish. Doesn't matter. Anyway, she's old enough to know what to do and what not to do. So I told her to stay in the car. Because it was raining, and across the lot, wasn't too far away, but it wasn't close either. There was this old lady. She must have been like in her 80s, and I felt so bad for her. She was pushing her little buggy out, and she had her back hunched over and everything else, and she had her curly gray hair and her thing on her head and whatever the old people wear, and she was trying to put groceries in the trunk and stuff all by herself, and it's pouring down rain. And I'm like, oh, I'm wearing heels. I don't feel like walking in this. Then I'm like, I can't sit here and watch this little old lady do this all herself. I'm like, damn it. So I tell her to stay in the car. I go over there and I help her. And she I think she was a bit startled because I tapped her shoulder and asked her if she needed help and stuff. And startled, surprised, you know. But she was happy to receive it. And the whole thing was she didn't offer me no money, and I didn't expect any money. And if she would have, I would have told her to keep it. you know. I wouldn't have taken it from her. I couldn't do that. Sometimes just a random act of kindness for someone you don't even know. It doesn't have to be someone you don't know, but if it's someone you don't know, then it makes it better, because it makes other people realize that there's people that don't even know them but care about them. Like, one time whenever I was at college, I was at the bookstore and I was in line. I was in line at the bookstore plenty of times to get books and different things that you need to get from there, school supplies and stuff. Sometimes the lines would run so long that it would be like almost an hour, if not more, to get up there to the front desk. So the one time I waited like 45 minutes to get this one book or a few things I needed for college. And almost like 45 minutes passed, like I said, and I'm finally next in line. I'm like, yes. I'm thinking, gosh, I'm finally going to get out of here. I'm so tired of standing here because I was hungry and stuff too, and I wanted to go to a cafe, get a bite with my friends, stuff like that. Not the point. Point is, there was a lady in front of me, and she was getting stuff too, obviously. She put herself up there, and the clerk told her how much it was. And she looked through her wallet, and she looked through her purse, and she just held her head down, in which I think was frustration, perhaps even irritation as well. And me, at the time, I was still working, and I was still working, like I said, and I thought about how much I needed my things. I'm like, I know I need my stuff. I'm like, I can't help her. I'm like, I want to, but I can't. And I'm like, you know what? I've been working so hard. I want to keep this money for me. And then that sounds really selfish. So I ended up helping her. I tapped into some mad money that I had in my purse, and I'd given her $100. Don't know her name. And as far as I'm concerned, she still doesn't know mine. The whole situation with that is, I was thinking about it first before I did it. I was a little bit hesitant, but I went up there and I gave it to her. At first she wouldn't take it, and she was looking at me like I was weird or something, and probably wondering why is this stranger going to help me out? And the clerk looked at me like I'm like not even human. Like, are you human? Like, did you seriously just offer that girl that you don't even know $100? I mean, she didn't say that, but the look on her face pretty much said that. So she asked me what my name was, and I said my name doesn't matter. And she asked about how she's going to pay me back. And I said, I don't want you to pay me back. And I said, if you want to pay me back, you could pay me back by doing good for someone else. Doing this for someone else. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be this much. It can be anything. Because anything and everything you do has an impact on someone's life. And doing a random act of kindness and spreading that kindness is how you can repay me back. And she was so happy. The look on her face almost made me want to cry. She was just so overwhelmed with joy, but didn't even know how to express it because she was probably so shocked. And she got what she needed, and I held my head down, went and put away what I had, walked out of the store. And surely some people noticed or seen what I had done, but it wasn't because there was a crowd of people around that I did it. It was because she needed me. And I'm happy I helped her. I don't even know her. I don't know who she is. Personally, I've seen her in the halls a couple times, but I'm happy I helped her because I feel like she needed it. And I'm sure whatever field she's going into for college, she's succeeding, she's doing well. And I like to know that that's because of my help. Because we all sometimes need help. Because I was thinking, before I thought, no, I'm not going to do this for her, I thought, of all the times that people have given me money or people have done something nice for me, whenever I really needed it, and I didn't ask, but I needed it. And I was like, I want to be one of those people that's going to be there for someone else. And I chose to be there for her that day. And before I left that bookstore, I told her, even just smiling and talking to somebody can make their day. Just befriending the girl in your classroom that hangs her head low and has hair in her face all the time and is just really shy. Just by befriending her could mean a difference between life and death for her, because maybe she's going through a tough time, and maybe there's days where she feels like giving up and she has no one, and you could be that someone for somebody, you know. Life is something else. It really is. I hope some of you are still here with me, listening to what I have to say. And, I'm not going to say I know everything, because I know I don't, but I know that there's a lot I know that 20-year-olds don't know. I know that even people older than 20 don't even know, because of life experience and things that I've gone through that have made me wiser. Oh, that's the dog. God, that scared me. The fuck. Alright, I want you to be who you are, but be better each time. And remember, don't let yourself fall into that pit. Do the best you can, be the best you can be. You're beautiful the way you are. You are meant to be here for a reason. It is up to you to find out what that reason is. You are meant to be here, even if you feel like you're not. And even if you feel like you're a mistake, if you found out you were adopted as a child, or if you were not conceived out of love, or if you're in a foster home, or whatever the case may be, or if your mom or whatever tried to sell you when you were a little baby, or did sell you, you are something and you're worth being here. So don't ever think for a minute that you are a mistake. Don't ever think that you're just a coincidence, an accident, because there are no accidents. Just perfectly planned, divine forces. You don't have to be Christian to believe that you were here for a reason. You can be atheist too. It don't matter. And it don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you're gay or bisexual or tall or short, a midget, a giraffe, rounder, skinnier, glasses, no glasses. No matter what your no matter what your ethnic origin is, you are loved, and you were meant to be here to do something. In life, you will fall a lot of times, probably more times than you can count on 1,000 fingers and 1,000 toes. But it's the one time that you fall, that you decide to not get back up again, that you really fail. Don't turn fall into fail. get back up again and keep trying. Things may be hard, and you may be in a situation or whatever where you feel like you're hopeless or alone and you have no options and you're trapped, but you're not. And if you need someone to talk to, like I said, I don't know who you are, but I love you. In the sense, I'm here if you need to talk. I want to help people. I will be there for you if you ever need it. Even if you're someone I don't like, or someone doesn't particularly like me, and you may not agree with what I'm saying here, or not like it, that's fine, it's your opinion. But just so you know, honestly, I don't care about what people think of me anymore. I haven't cared about what people thought of me for years now, and I honestly feel so much better because of it. People still say rumors and stuff about me. People still are like, oh, I don't like how she's dressed or whatever. I don't care. I care about what I think of me. And I think I'm one hell of a person, because if I sat and told one person my life story, the good, the bad, the ugly, what I've done, what I hadn't done, what I should have done, what was done, in the past, everything. If I sat and told one person everything, they'd probably think I'm crazy. If not think I'm crazy, they'd wonder why I'm not. Or whatever. Remember, you are who you are. You can always change it for the good or for the bad. You should choose the good. And as a junior high schooler or a high schooler, things may be hard for you, and you may be facing peer pressures. And you will be pressured into drugs and sex and alcohol and all this other stuff. But it's up to you to decide the better path. You may not be popular at school. You may get picked on by the girl with the perfect skin and the long, beautiful hair and the best body and everything else. But if all she has for her is looks, she's not going to have much for her later in life. Because when it comes down to it, you gotta be with someone because of their personality, not because of how they look. Because if everything's just run off of that, then when she gets older, she'll have no personality. She'll be alone. No one will like her. But you have a personality. You're beautiful on the inside and out, even if you don't think you are. And I wish I had more time to finish this video, but I unfortunately don't. There's so much more I wanted to say, so much more. I just hope I helped someone out.